barking at? She always upset about something. All right. What's up, YouTube? Welcome to Pulse Review, the channel where you get a quick take on the hottest products. And now that I've made it all the way through all of the Logitech wireless mice, I'm moving on to Razer. And today we have the Razer Viper Ultimate. In this video, we're gonna review the stuff that actually matters to gamers like you and me. And those things are the sensor responsiveness, the customizability and special features, the weight and size of the mouse, the aesthetic, the battery life, price point, and then finally we're gonna wrap it up with some gameplay. All right, time to get this sucker out of the box. So first up, we're talking about the sensor responsiveness. Now, normally when I talk about the sensor, there's only so much specs to go over. It's pretty much just the DPI. But this one has something special, and they're calling it the Razer Focus Plus Optical Sensor. The Razer Focus Plus Optical Sensor includes something called Smart Tracking. What Smart Tracking does is it automatically calibrates the mouse to the surface you're using it on. So if you're on a hard surface, it's gonna calibrate to that. If you switch over to a cloth surface like a mouse pad, it'll calibrate to that and give you the best performance no matter where you are. It also includes something called asymmetrical cutoff, which allows you to customize the liftoff and landing cutoff points on your mouse's sensor. So when you're moving the mouse around and you lift it up to reposition it, you can actually tell it at what distance you want the mouse to stop sensing the surface and at what distance you want it to start sensing the surface again when you're coming back down. To be honest with you guys, I don't think your average gamer even thinks about needing to change that type of thing, but hey, they got it in the mouse and you can do it if you want. Moving on to the customizability and special features of the Razer Viper Ultimate, it's part of Razer's Hyperspeed peripherals lineup, which allows you to use one USB receiver for 2 devices, freeing up a slot on your computer. There are 8 programmable buttons on this mouse. However, you don't quite get to take advantage of all of them. If you're right-handed, you use the 2 left buttons, and if you're left-handed, you use the 2 right ones. So it does have a nice ambidextrous design, but you're only going to be using 6 of the 8 buttons. It also includes 5 onboard memory profiles, so you can customize your settings and assign it to 5 different profiles. And there's a quick switch button on the bottom for the DPI settings. You can just swap easily between the 5 stages that you set up in the Razer Synapse app, which I'd recommend you downloading if you want to get the most out of this mouse. I also got to mention that on the bottom of the mouse, it comes with a nice little USB receiver compartment so that you never have to worry about losing that little guy. Speaking of the USB receiver, the mouse actually comes with a wired SpeedFlex cable, which allows you to reposition your USB receiver so you can get the best signal, avoiding obstacles or other USB peripherals that might be interfering with your mouse's wireless connectivity. Last thing I want to talk about are how quick the switches on the mouse 1 and 2 buttons bounce back. They are pretty nice. I'm gonna say very standard in gaming mice to have very responsive mouse buttons, and the Razer Viper Ultimate did not spare any expense on that front. Time to talk about the weight and size of the Razer Viper Ultimate. It comes in at 74 grams or 2.75 ounces. And I'd say it's a pretty medium-sized to large mouse. I have pretty big hands, as you can see, and this mouse fits me pretty good, especially the length. Compared to the Razer Orochi V2, which I just reviewed, it is a lot longer. and it's a little bit heavier, 14 grams. Fits my hand quite a bit nicely. The Razer Orochi V2 was just a little bit small for me, and this is a nice, comfortable size. The buttons on the side, those are pretty decently positioned. I would like them a little bit further up the mouse, but that's just me. I can still reach the back button, it's just a little bit strenuous. Moving on to the aesthetic appeal of the Razer Viper Ultimate, and fittingly, they actually made the mouse 1 and 2 buttons sort of look like the teeth on a Viper. Nice little touch there. And if you power this baby on, you get a nice RGB glow right there that can be customized in the Razer Synapse app to do pretty much whatever you want. It's available in black, as you see here, quartz, mercury, and a Cyberpunk 2077 edition as well. Moving on to the battery life. Coming in at 70 hours of playtime, the battery life isn't anything special on this mouse, especially at $130. However, it is rechargeable, so that is convenient. You don't have to keep swapping out batteries. I know some of you actually prefer to have a battery to just swap out, but if you're just on top of it and you make sure you charge it maybe once a week, you're never gonna lose battery and you'll be fine. Last but not least, we gotta talk about the price point. There is a lot of fancy features and tech that went into this mouse, so it's certainly a solid mouse, but I'm not so sure it's $130 nice. To me, this feels more like a $100 mouse. Take the Logitech G903 for example, as it is a ambidextrous mouse in the same price point. You get a lot of extra features for that same price point. In fact, if you want, I did a whole review on the Logitech G903. You can check that out up here in the upper left corner. That is right? Upper left. I think it's this way. That said, it is one of the few ambidextrous mice out there. So if you're a big Razer fanboy, then sure, go ahead and pick this one up. So that wraps up everything I have to say about the Razer Viper Ultimate. I'm gonna leave you guys with some gameplay. Don't forget to watch the bloopers. Also, if you found value in this video, make sure you hit the like button. And if you wanna see more content like this, hit the subscribe button. Appreciate it. And link down below in the description if you are gonna buy this mouse. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. Nice to be able to compare both of them together. Yeah, I don't know, there's something about that don't feel right. So it calibrates, the surface to the, from the sensor to the surface. The Razer Focus Plus optical sensor includes something called where the surface is and the, let's not just make up shit, okay? Let's just read what I wrote and do it, okay? Okay. And give you the best performance no matter where you are. Thank the Lord. With the micro USB cable. But I don't know where I'm going with that.
UAV overhead. Target is down. AO. Gas is inbound. Bounty target is down.
Waypoint marked. Got to keep it together. You're messed up.
Line. But if you lose, you're done here. You're up, soldier. Now go sort this fucker out.